everyone, and welcome back to the Unbothered Podcast, where we chat all things The Challenge, whether it's on MTV, CBS, or Paramount Plus, like the current season of All Stars, Season 4. And we are here to talk about Episode 4, titled Stargate. And it is myself, Nadine, along with Tia, Caitlin, and we have a special co-host this week. Evian is here joining us. Welcome!
Yay!
Yes. Thank y'all for having me. Thank
Of
y'all for having
course.
me.
And thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
we're going to jump in. We're going to break down the episode. We all have, most of us have strong opinions about what happened because if you know us, you know the majority of us are Kara fans. But some of us also like Cam. So it was an interesting week, needless to say. Obviously, the episode opens up like they always do, where they return from the previous elimination. Rachel sent Ayana home and stole Tina's star and gave it to Veronica. And Keithla sent home Cyrus and stole Brad's star. So Keithla is the newest star holder among the six. We cut from that to seeing Rachel laying in bed and she's treating her shoulder. Apparently, it came completely out of place during the elimination against Ayana, and she had to pop it back in herself
Twice is what I read.
twice.
She did it twice. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like nervous that she was going to need surgery. She got like x-rays and everything to make sure she wouldn't need surgery because that would it would affect her real
Career.
life because of her
Yeah.
career that she has with fitness.
Yeah.
So
She
we're
didn't need it.
glad she did not need surgery.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
Ugh, thank God. And then the next day we see Nicole chatting with Cam and she makes a comment that Cara said she would have thought Cam would have had her back. I believe they're still talking about the previous nomination ceremony. And Cam like makes a face like, why would she think that? That's interesting. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like,
It's
Nicole,
starting already.
it's
Good
already
grief.
starting. I'm like, go away, Andy Dick. No one asked for your input, okay?
Hard to believe that Cara and Nicole will have like a conversation regarding that. I
Right.
swear Nicole were like sworn
Yeah.
enemies with Cara.
Yes. Like, Cara doesn't
So
want anything
like
to do with Nicole.
it's hard to believe that. So whatever,
That's
Nicole.
true.
Yeah, exactly. You take everything with a grain of salt.
It's funny you
Um,
said that because that I honestly that didn't even occur to me. I was like, why is Cam making a face about Cara's name? You know?
and then yeah, it's like Nicole. If Nicole heard that, she overheard it. She was
Yeah.
not. She was not part of
Yeah.
a little heart-to-heart chat with Cara because Cara was like, I
Yes.
don't want any parts of this. And then
Mhm.
in the confessional, Cam makes a comment saying that she thinks Cara has a deal with Rachel, and she's like, that doesn't involve me, so it's against me. And I'm like, girl, you don't have a star. If you had a star, you'd be part of this deal too. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm like, yeah, they're two strong females. They are going to protect each other as long as they can to avoid having to go possibly against one another, which obviously doesn't work out, but get a star, girl. You can be part of the deal too. No one's coming
I
for
don't
you
Her
yet.
attitude's kind of annoying this season. I always liked her until she's coming for Cara, and now I don't really like her right now. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
just don't, like I said before, I do keep in consideration the fact that she's still a breastfeeding new mother when they were filming this, and that can just make everything heightened and like your reaction and the way you process
Yeah.
things
She doesn't do it to anybody else. She's not
that
mean to
we've seen.
Leroy. She's
Well, of
true.
course, not to
She's
Leroy.
all up Laurel's butt, apparently. So, why isn't she
Probably
mean to her?
because Laurel is like
Yeah.
sensing this tension and she wants to take advantage of it. Because remember, apparently Laurel went into the house and was trying to tell everybody not to work with Cara from the
Right.
jump.
Yeah.
It's a weird
So
alignment. It's a weird alignment between Laura and Cam.
it
Because you would
is.
figure Cam will work with Cara to try to
Because
take
I'm
out Laurel.
like, look,
You would
Cam, like,
think.
girl, if you think you've lost a Cara in elimination before, the hell you think would happen against Laurel?
Right.
I mean, let's be real. Like, she would be my number one. We got to get her out. And then we
Yeah.
can go down the line from there. But whatever. Like, it is what it is. We don't see all the conversations. That's just so far how it looks like it's playing out. And then we get to the daily. It's called Unbraided Reloaded. And it's basically
Can we talk
from,
about the transition?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Did you
yeah,
see the
yeah.
I was like, that's so
It, it,
cheesy.
It was
it
cheesy, but
felt
I
it,
loved
it
it.
felt very High School Musical Disney Channel
Yes.
transition, you know?
I wish they would bring back the intros where like they
Yeah.
would show you like I was rewatching some of the little older seasons like Free Agents and stuff and I'm like I miss the cast intros at the beginning.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I liked it. Was it last week where they or the week before they had it was like Brad the beard,
Yes.
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
liked that. That was cool.
Yes.
But the jumping transition was like, oh, come on.
I
Come
know, but
on.
I liked it though,
It's
even though it was
cute.
cheesy.
Yeah, it was
Harley is
cheesy.
cute.
Yeah, it
So,
was cheesy.
Yeah, I appreciated it for what it was,
yeah.
but I was not like, oh my God, that's so smart. I was like, this is cheesy, but it's cute. It's definitely how I felt. And basically this daily is they're going to be broken up into 4 teams of 5, and then 2 teams at a time are getting strapped to the side of a semi because the challenge loves tying these people to the side of trucks
So do
Gotta have the
I.
to
trucks.
dangle as the trucks move and little fire explosions go off on the side and everything.
I don't know why I love the semi ones so much. I think I'm afraid of heights and all that, but for some reason I feel like those are the ones that I would want to do.
Yeah, I feel like I'd do okay with
Yeah.
those instead of
I'd
like
probably
50
like pee
feet
my
above
pants,
water.
but you know.
Yeah, but
I
I'd be
think
like,
I'll vomit a
well,
little bit. I think a
just a
vomit will come out
little.
of me, but this will be it.
I'd be like, can I get some Dramamine for this motion sickness that's bound to pop up halfway through this daily? And they're basically their ropes are like braided, tied together, and they have to like untangle themselves and then solve a puzzle. And the team that does it the fastest is the winning team, and the 2 slowest teams become the ones up for nomination. And the second place team, they are the voters. They get to vote
Yeah.
who to put into eliminations, and there's only going to be 5, so that's a very small voting pool for sure. So the
Yeah.
first 2 that go, we have the red team and orange team. Red team is Jasmine, Jay, Brandon, Tina, Avery. Orange team, Cara, Brad, Ace, Veronica, and Flora. And oh wow, does the orange
It's
team
not good.
struggle
Not
from
good.
the
They
jump?
did not do well at all.
They could
And I
not
heard
figure it out.
somebody go, might have been Cara. Somebody was like, ow, my vagina.
I think it was either it
Did you,
said Veronica on the subtitles, but it sounded like Cara.
oh, did it say Veronica?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
subtitle said Veronica, but it sounded like Cara to
I was
me.
cracking
Well,
up. That was funny.
I'm surprised they didn't do good because TJ said they'd done this in Inferno 3, and Ace was
Right?
in that season. So you would figure they would, at least be the second fastest team.
It
They
might
didn't do
it
so
Something.
might
good.
be one of those too many cooks in the kitchen type
Hmm.
situation, you know?
It could be. Some
No,
teams just click better than others. Sometimes they
that
just
one did
communicate
not
better,
click.
or they can just like anticipate, how the next person's moving. It could be a culmination of things, but they don't do very well. I mean, the red team untangles themselves and start the puzzle while the orange team is still working on
Trying
untangling
to figure some things
themselves.
out.
In fact, the red team finishes before the orange team even starts the puzzle. So, needless to say, they finally finish, but it took forever. And then, of course, the other 2 teams is the pink team and the green team. Pink is Cam, Laurel, Ryan, Derek, and Steve. And the green team is Nicole, Leroy, Kefla, Rachel, and Adam. I wish the puzzle boards would have been the same color as the teams. It's
Yeah,
like, what was the
Yeah,
point in having team colors and
yeah,
they all look the
yeah.
same? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
A
It's the
team of
aesthetics.
They didn't think
Laurel,
this through.
a team of Laura and Cam. Like, are we really surprised they did good?
No.
I saw that. I said, "Oh, well."
Well, it could have gone way left too because they're both such strong personalities and
Yeah,
like to take control. Like
yeah.
sometimes that can clash. And Laura's like, I love teams. I was the volleyball captain for years. And I was like, probably because everybody was too afraid to tell your ass no.
Yeah, she's a
But I'm
big
like,
bitch. Like I would be like,
I
okay.
I I would not work well with her on a team. I'd be like, if you don't get out of my face.
It'll make me cry. No lie.
I like Steve.
Killing me to cry.
Can we talk about Steve's confessional where he was like, I grew up in a house with women, so I just go into default mode. And what did he say? Like,
He said, they tell me what to do. I move here, I get on top. And he said, oh,
Right.
that
and
didn't sound
and
good.
they
And
were
he started
like,
laughing. He was like, that came out wrong or whatever.
and I'm just like, Steve, you say the weirdest shit in the confession.
But
It's
don't forget
so
what Cam
entertaining.
said. Cam, she lost her team challenge win virginity.
Yeah, which I
Mm-hmm.
guess she means for
So
All Stars because
I
she's
I
won.
guess for All Stars, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Because she won team
yeah,
before.
yeah,
She
on
was in
War of the
Worlds
Worlds
too. Yeah.
too. Yeah, they
But
won
just for All
twice.
Stars, she
Do
Just
popped
for All
her.
Stars.
Let me ask you this. Do y'all think Cam should even be on All Stars?
Hmm.
Because that's a topic.
Only
Me
because
personally, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say no, not yet. Because I feel like All Stars, it should be just OGs.
Totally
Seasons one
agree.
through 10, right?
Yeah,
Because there's so many untapped challengers that haven't done it yet. You got Cole,
absolutely.
Jen, a few
Carly.
others on there. Carly, exact, Landon.
Hmm.
So Kim, she's an all-star, but like not yet. I like to see her
Yeah,
like if they have like an all-stars, 8 or 9 down the road.
right.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Are You the One already because it
Yeah, it's
hasn't
too early.
even
exactly.
been like 10 seasons really since they got
Yeah.
introduced to the franchise. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of like, but I know why. It was probably
They
because that was
wanted
the only way
Leroy.
they were going to get Leroy.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. So I get that.
oh,
I don't think she should be there this early either.
Yeah,
So good
same.
answer.
hmm.
So yeah, I love that confessional. I lost my place. Oh, well, so the pink team and the green team, green experiences similar issues to orange. They really struggle to untangle themselves. The pink team are just flying through it. I mean,
Yeah. Like
Cam
they've
and
done it
Laurel are the
before.
team leaders, yeah, and their other 3 team members are just
See,
moving the
weren't
way
they
that
on the
they're
same
told.
Yes.
side? The two teams that struggled, weren't they on the same side?
I think
Oh, I
Right?
don't
so.
know. Were they?
See,
Oh
so why is
no.
it just that side they struggled, you know? It could be just the equipment.
Mm.
Coincidence?
Ooh,
Because I was watching it
Controversy.
conspiracy
and I was
theory.
thinking, I was like, how come
Have you
both of those
s-
teams on that side lost?
I didn't
have you
even
seen
think
this
Like,
about
you
that.
know?
rig?
Conspiracy theory.
Uh-oh.
We love a good challenge conspiracy theory around
Oh
here.
Yeah, we
boy.
do.
Regardless of if it was a machine issue or not, the green team loses. Similar to how the orange team loses. I mean, pink finishes before green has even started the puzzle. So, in the long run, the pink team ends up winning. So, that means the team of Cam, Laurel, Ryan, Derek, and Steve are safe. Anybody with a star is safe, which I think is just Steve at this point. Um,
Yeah.
and Cam and Laurel are not at risk for nomination. Oh gosh, this is where things are gonna get a little
A little
interesting.
messy. A little
Yeah,
messy.
we're a little messy. So the women that are going to be available for nomination are Cara, Flora, Veronica, Rachel, and Nicole, because the orange team and the green team were the bottom two. Rachel isn't stupid. She knows she's gonna get put in, and it's either gonna be against Cara or Veronica,
Veronica, right? Yeah.
which is very smart of
Yeah.
her.
Mhm.
And Cara thinks she thinks she might be okay because she thinks Jay, Brandon, and Jasmine won't say her name.
Yeah.
Oh my sweet summer child.
Well,
Well,
let
I
me
mean,
go ahead.
I guess we're gonna get into that more in a second, right? Because I was talking to Nadine about this the other day. I feel like, hold on, my dog's going crazy. Stop. I feel like if Brandon and Jazz had just said to Cara, I'm gonna say your name, it's not personal, I think she would have been like, okay.
Exactly.
But that's not what happened. Your friends like lied to your face.
And even Jay was saying,
Yeah.
like, Brandon and Cara were each other's number one. So why did you
Right.
throw her in? You know what I'm saying?
Brandon was
Yeah.
saying Cara was his number one.
Yeah.
So I think if they had just been honest, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Because she
like,
wasn't
okay,
mad that she was going in. She was mad that they said her,
stabbed her in
like
the
they
back.
did it. Like who sent her in?
Yeah.
It makes me angry. I'm angry for her.
And I get it. I get it. Like I love Carr, love her, right? Solo game, one winner. So they just say, hey, look, you could beat us in a final. You're a threat to my game. I gotta say your name. I feel Carr will understand that. Carr, she's a challenger. She's a
Exactly.
vet for a reason. She understand. But the fact that they said, well, we don't know, we gotta go down and vote. Well, if you know, you would tell me. So that was signs right there.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
That's signs.
If they had just told her they were going to say her name, she would have been fine with it.
I mean, she
That's
probably
true.
wouldn't have loved it, but she
Well, no,
certainly
but
wouldn't have
she would
had
have
the
respected
reaction.
it. She would have
Yeah, she would.
respected it.
If Brandon would
Yeah.
have said to her, like he said in
Abby
the
says hi.
confessional, hi, Abby. And if he would have just said, look, Cara, I'm going to be real. I'm going to bet on you before I bet on me. And in a
Hang on.
single winner's game, I can't afford that. So
Come on, get out.
sorry,
hang
I don't
on.
want to face you in a final. You could probably
Yeah.
beat me.
Sure.
I still love you
Sure.
though, but in this scenario, this is best case. This best case for someone like myself.
Can you edit that?
And and Jasmine could have said something like the same, like, hey, we're cool. I appreciate you, not putting me into or nominating me for elimination the other week. But girl, I gotta be real. If it came down between you and me,
Yeah.
who do you think's gonna win? I can't afford to take that chance. She
Sure.
wouldn't have
Sure.
loved it, but she
It
definitely
is what
she
it
would not have
is.
gotten upset. Yeah.
Right.
She
See,
would not
I
have gotten upset.
understand the game move, but it's just the way they went about it. That's the issue.
Exactly.
mhm.
That's what
Exactly.
that's how I exactly feel.
Yeah. And then, they have the night out after the little Cara and Brandon joking around in their room, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Did y'all like
His
that they played
confessional.
Informer? I haven't heard that song in forever.
The what?
Informer. They played that song
Yeah.
Informer.
Oh, yes.
Licky boom boom down. That song.
They have a good soundtrack for All
Oh,
Stars.
They
have
always
a
do.
great
Going back for
soundtrack.
All Stars 1, they got a great soundtrack.
Oh,
We
yeah.
appreciate
Whoever
it.
does the music, I think, really loves their job.
I just
Yeah.
really like that song too. I forgot I liked it because I hadn't heard it in so long, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, check that out."
So I
That's your
like at
karaoke
their
song.
Yeah.
at their night out with Tina, Jasmine, and Jay, like kind of chatting about the upcoming nomination and how Tina just tries to like strong arm Jasmine into not saying, because Jasmine says she's going to vote Veronica and Rachel, and she makes a good point. They're never going to save me. Why would I want to save them? And Tina's
Right.
like, Jasmine, Jasmine. And Jasmine's like, nah.
Yeah.
I understand they're your girls, but they're not my girls.
Mhm.
Right.
And Tina's just awful at politics.
Veronica said it.
She
said,
did.
"Yeah,
She was
not the
like,
best."
I think Rachel said it too, didn't she?
yeah. She's trying to
But
save the best
Jasmine's
friends.
right. She
Yeah,
is
she's
right.
She
right.
is
Like,
right.
they're not gonna save me. They're gonna save you. So gotta vote for them.
Yeah. You three will save each other before you'll ever even think about any of us. So
Of
like
course.
Yeah.
everybody else is going to be the best would be spot number 3 on your list of allies. So, and as we know,
And every
strong
single person in the
relationships get
house
targeted.
should have been thinking that way too.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
know?
Rachel saw the writing on the wall.
Mhm.
If Cam wasn't as pissed as she was at Cara for not saying Rachel's name last week, she probably wouldn't have even suggested Cara versus Rachel. She probably would have went with Veronica versus Rachel to break up the alliance. That's
Yeah.
my theory.
Yep.
So the next day, I like how Brad looks dead in his bed while
That's
sleeping.
all.
Didn't even notice the rest until
You
somebody
didn't
pointed it
notice
out
his
today.
giant boner.
Yeah.
No,
Was he?
I wasn't
I
Was he
looking.
noticed it.
sleeping or what's
Yeah,
going
he
on
like
here?
straight up
sleeping.
snoring, and then he turned
Jeez.
over. I
Because
wasn't
he
even
probably
looking.
felt everyone's
Oh,
eyes
man.
on him because they were all standing there laughing. And it's like, pause.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I didn't even until it got pointed out today, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, well, there's pictures
Fucking
everywhere.
perverts.
I didn't
Guilty.
notice.
I noticed.
Well, Tia can just be the one that points it out in all the episodes. Anytime,
Of course.
anytime a
Was that
guy's
I
on display
paused
like
it and
that.
I was like, oh,
Boner alert.
Tia. Oh my god. So after that scene, a powwow in Cam's room takes place, and Cam immediately suggests Rachel and Cara should go against each other. And the safe 5 people are now deliberating on who they're going to vote for. This is where Jasmine Jasmine switched from Rachel and Veronica to Cara and Rachel. I don't know when that happened. Maybe I missed her being in the Cam's room. I don't know. But I was like, last night, girl, you said Veronica and Rachel because they wouldn't have your back.
Right.
Today you're saying Cara and Rachel when Cara had your back and kept you out of an elimination or helped keep you out of an elimination. So I don't know when it changed. I don't know if a conversation happened. They definitely did not show it. Avery says Cara and Rachel, she has no ties to either of them. You know, it's whatever.
I get
Jay
it.
flat
I
out
mean,
refuses to say Cara's name. And then Brandon also agrees to Cara and Rachel, and Jay's like, I'm confused why he's voting
Right.
her in.
So weird.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. And then Tina's sweating.
I will say though, props to Jay because he did tell Joe that he was gonna have Kara's back. Remember? Whenever
did.
we
He
found
did.
out when we found out he was going to All Stars, he told Joe, "Don't worry, I'm gonna work with her. I'm gonna have her back," and he kept his word.
And he did.
So that's
Good
like,
for him.
yeah, he's
Yeah. I think we
Mhm.
all
getting
like
his redemption this season.
secretly fell in love with Jay a little bit for that. So
He has to win Nadine over.
I don't dislike him.
You don't
Like,
like Jay Nadine?
I don't dislike
You
him
didn't
at
drink the
all. I don't have
drink?
an issue with him. Well, I wouldn't have drank that shit either. Okay. Like,
right, same.
I'm weird about food. I don't even eat
Oh,
cupcakes
man.
that are like dyed a different color. Like, I'm a weirdo. So
Okay, can I say
can't.
something real quick about
Of course.
that? Okay, do you agree that you think Jenna would have drank
No.
it if Jay?
No, she was probably like, I'm glad you quit because I was about to do it myself.
See, she got a pass. I don't think she would have drank it either. But everybody
Well,
makes
and
fun of Jay.
yeah, and we didn't get that far, so she didn't get the hammering that he got because of it.
Yeah,
So
because he stopped first.
right.
She would have had a hard time too. I mean, look at Fessy. That man can't eat or drink anything on the show. It's just
I gotta
immediate.
be honest,
bleh.
man. It's been so nice not seeing him. Now, if we could just get rid of Tori, I would be so happy. Like, I would be
I'm
so
She needs a
happy.
break. He needs a
Huh?
break.
She does need a
She needs a
break.
break.
Oh, we need a
7
break
straight
from her.
seasons. 7 straight
Oh,
seasons. Come
and
on.
and it's not even like one season a year at this point. It's like 3 different seasons. I'm tired. I need fresh blood. I'm tired of the same
Right?
shit. It's all
Just go
predictable.
somewhere.
Go on vacation.
chill.
Go hang out with your cat and go on a vacation.
Cat myself.
Yeah. Go hang out with Miso,
Just-
you know,
Me
go
so.
on a vacation.
Just don't be on my TV. Like, how's that?
Just for a little bit.
For a bit. Give us a break, man. You can't,
Please. Take
miss
Anissa
someone
with
if they
you.
never go away.
There you go.
Not that I would ever miss her. I'm
I
just
was gonna
saying.
say, I don't think her name. Just saying.
Just throwing it out there.
So while the 5 are powwowing, we then have the loser groups congregating nervously, and Ace tells Cara, I know it's gonna be you and Rachel. Cara's like, no. He's like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be you and Rachel. I'm telling you, they're gonna say your name. And she's like, I don't think they will. So she's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ask. And that's when we see her go ask Brandon. He's like,
Yeah. See,
we gotta go vote
you,
on it.
you
And
know what
Jay's
I
just
wrote in
like,
my
oh God, oh
notes?
God.
I wrote Brandon and Jazz suck, and Cam can just fuck right off. That's what I wrote.
In
It's
this
right here.
moment.
Right here. Those
I
are
just
my
was shaking my head.
How did y'all feel about Tina voting for Rachel?
Right. Oh yeah, we're getting to that too.
Yeah.
We're definitely so
Very
obviously
interesting.
nomination time happens. Everybody votes the way that they're saying they're going to. For some reason, Tina wants to hold off last. I don't know why, because girl, you knew Rachel was going to be the majority vote, even if
Right.
you didn't say it. And then for her to still go with Rachel, like, why? Like, yeah, it doesn't change the vote, but like, stick to your word as her friend and her ally. And she
Worried
immediately
that
regrets it.
it'll be a
Yeah.
target put on her and they will go after her.
Yes,
But it's
because it's like if
well,
you are going to go with the flow and you're going to do a Johnny Bananas and go with the majority and vote your friend in, even though she's already going in, but you still say her name, like, how do I know you're not going to say my name? And I don't have half the history that you have
go.
with her.
There you go.
Suspect. and she feels
She
guilty about
just
it.
doesn't play a
Smart
very
moves.
smart game.
No,
Nope.
she's panicking.
That's all there is to it.
No,
That's
she's panicking.
all there is to it.
Yep, she's
Always stay
panicking.
loyal.
Yeah, especially to your real ride or dies, because you never know.
Or
And
again, tell her
be honest.
if the majority is coming for you, I'm gonna say that too, so that I don't put somebody else on my list
Yeah.
that's gonna hate me. And Rachel would probably be like, I get
Okay,
it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Rachel be like, "This is why I stole your star."
Yeah, exactly.
So the nominations conclude. They put up that the two going down to elimination are Cara, Maria, and Rachel. Cara's like, "All
Okay.
right, Rachel, let's give him a show. We'll do this." As soon as she finds out that Brandon said her name, she was done. She immediately got very upset. She was like, "I don't understand why he would say my name. Like I I thought we were friends." And that's where we come into the whole like you could have gave her you lied to her face. I mean,
But
I get it.
so
Game wise, I understand the move. I understand the purpose. It like we already kind of discussed. It's just the way it went down. Could have been better.
I would
I
have
didn't
cried.
like that he said multiple times, like, I love Cara, she's my number one, she's my girl. And then once they get down into the sand and she says something, he's like, we hadn't talked in 8 years. Where did that come from? Like
In
that
your
was such
confessional,
a
you were like, she's
180.
the kind of friend we can
Yeah.
go years without talking and it's like nothing ever changes.
Right.
And there are people that there are that type of relation. I have friends like that
Same.
that I don't
But then to
actively
turn it
talk
around and
to.
go, we haven't talked in 8 years. Well, why did you just hype her up as a good friend of yours? Like
So
for,
for the last week and a half, you should have treated me like that. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
And
That
I
was
think
He
she's
using
just,
it for a reason to vote her in.
yeah,
So we
it's
didn't
just,
talk
yeah.
for 8 years. It
yeah.
was good. I vote you in.
Somebody
Yeah.
said like, I think for him to say that it was just like a knee jerk reaction, like in the moment, which is
Mhm.
possible. You get defensive when
Sure.
people confront you, even if they have a
Jasmine
point.
did. She
Yeah,
got
oh,
very
Jasmine
defensive.
definitely did. She got very defensive. Um, it's just a game. It's not personal. I was like, well, then, okay. But then don't be upset when they do it to you. She's like, I'm just
Right.
doing to them what they do to me. I'm like, except the one didn't do that to you. But okay, that's fine. And Car just confides in Ryan. She's like, I'm just upset because I would never say his name, and for him to say mine just really sucks. And that's why she's upset. So the whole Cam confessional, which I mean, again, we don't know if that's what she said to the situation. Editors love to edit.
Sure.
But for her to call Cara entitled and a brat and a baby after what
Oh,
just happened last week, I was like,
oh, hypocrite,
girl,
Total hypocrite.
hypocrisy.
girl.
Thank you. Total hypocrite.
And I love
It's
Cam.
like
I've been a
she
Cam
got what
fan
she
from the beginning.
wanted. Thing.
Yes.
Last episode, she said she wanted Ayana and Rachel, right? She got
She
what she wanted.
dictated the
Cara even
whole
said
mm-hmm,
Ayana.
but I can't say Rachel.
She
And
can
she
get
went in
anything she
anyway.
wants.
Right. And Cam's been dictating the nominations from the jump. You can't get your way every time. It's not going to work like that.
I've seen people say, Cam's always been like that. It never bothered me because it wasn't towards Cara.
But
And
it's
now
I don't think it's
it
ever
is.
been but she's never done this towards somebody that's we all thought she was friends with
That's what I'm
either.
saying. It was never me going, oh, whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know.
Because if she'd have done that to Kaylee, like, because they were cool after Final Reckoning, like if she would have done that to Kaylee on War of the Worlds too, I'd have been like, that's
Yeah,
weird. Like, that was your friend, I thought. So yeah, I mean, Cam's always been, very assertive and opinionated and like she's gonna say how she feels. It's just harder when it's going towards a friend and it's like she wasn't, Car didn't really throw that much of a temper tantrum and it wasn't because she's going to elimination. And like we said, like, girl, you had a whole thing because you wanted somebody out for personal reasons, not game related.
right.
So
It's
Yeah.
odd because it's like I don't know why. It's always the reasons when people attack each other. If it's like, yeah, she's a strong competitor, she's a threat to me, I understand. But when she said, she's delusional. She's not strategic. I can't trust her. And I'm like, well, there's some pieces missing that we're not seeing because I don't know where you're getting
Yeah.
this from.
And they were
Yeah.
friends too. Like she's attacking her like that, and they were like really good friends. So it's like, damn, you
Outside
just
the
switched
game,
up like
yes.
that. You
Yeah.
know, that's
I
like
mean,
sad.
even in the preview confessionals, like the preseason where they were having them answer questions and showing us clips, Cam even said like, "Oh, Kara's my girl. Like, I'm hoping we're gonna be working together. Like, we're all close. Her, I, and Leroy." So that's why I'm
Well,
like, what
and
switched?
where is Leroy in this? Because he and Cara were
Leroy is
always.
not gonna get in the middle of Cam and anybody.
Oh,
Leroy.
I know. I was
He's a
In the
being
smart
backseat.
man.
rhetorical with that.
Publicly, he is not going to involve. He already
Oh,
tried a little bit to mediate about the Iona thing. Cam shut that shit down, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Well, I'm not fucking Dr. Phil, so."
He's disappointing me this season in
yeah,
everything. Like he's not
Leroy.
doing well in the challenges. He's not. I don't know. I don't think his head's in it.
I think he's just there for the appearance check.
Agreed.
I
Yeah.
think that's why
I
he's
mean,
not trying as hard.
I would go just for the appearance check.
For real, that's good money if they make.
Yeah.
I think they say he
Yeah.
finished last in every challenge.
Yeah,
Yes.
every single episode he's
Right?
finished
Like,
last.
yeah. Like the losing group. I'm like, Leroy, get together.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, he has. So I was like, see, if he'd have partnered with Kara during Dominoes, he'd at least came in second. He'd have been safe.
Oh God, that challenge.
Yeah.
All the
Uh,
all the black guys lost. Jeff Flew was like all the black guys in Africa flew to Domino's, died laughing.
I think it was Jemmy said
Oh
to
man.
Cyrus or somebody, she was like, how'd you let the white people win at Domino's? I started laughing.
It was Brandon.
Oh yeah, it was Brandon when she
It
was
was
talking to
Brandon.
Brandon
Yeah.
on
Yeah, it
that
was that.
live.
Yeah.
And what's funny is all three of us we were like, we've never played Domino's. And I'm like, that's just even funnier. Just makes me laugh. So Rachel then ends up finding out Tina did say her name, and she's like not happy about it. She said, I know I was already going in, but the fact that she still said my name hurts. And she's like, I hope you know that what you did is incredibly stupid, and just walks out of the room. She handled it very maturely, in
She
my opinion.
did.
Yeah, very, very,
Just
very.
Well,
disappointed.
I mean, she just
I'm
made
done.
Tina feel this big, so.
Yeah, and Tina already felt like shit, so.
Mm. Yep.
Mm-mm. So we're gonna get to elimination time, and of course, it's a throwing stars competition.
Ugh,
I
like
hated it. I thought it was dumb.
It's a game of chance, especially
It
because
made me,
neither
know
of them
what?
knew what
it
they were
made me
doing.
laugh, but I thought it was a dumb elimination.
Everyone talking shit
very
about it
stupid.
though, that shit's hard. Because
I
at
don't
the place
Yeah.
where
doubt
I
that it
used
was
to work,
hard.
we had like little mini axes like that, and that shit's hard. You have to like not bend your wrist. You have to throw it a certain way. I literally did it like 20 fucking times working that damn attraction. That shit's hard. So like everybody, oh, it's easy. No, just wait until you fucking do it. That shit's hard to get that
I
fucking
don't
stupid little
doubt that
thing to
it's
stick.
hard. I just didn't like it.
Oh
I
yeah, it
didn't
was
think
a
it was a
stupid
good
elimination.
elimination to see
It
between the
was,
two.
it was definitely a carnival game elimination. I know
Yeah.
Rachel
It
said she
was.
was grateful it wasn't physical because again, her shoulder,
Ah,
she didn't want to
Right.
mess it up. Obviously, as fans, we're bloodthirsty. we're like the people that would go to the Colosseums back
Yeah.
in Roman times. Like we knew it was fucked up, but we want to see
but
some shit
like,
go down.
here's the thing: you don't have to make it physical. So you
Yeah,
have
it could have been more
challenger
interesting.
like like wrestling. You could do something like a record wall, where you got punch holes in the wall, like they did like on Free Agents,
Hmm.
Right.
or like something like a looper or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
or something, even if
something
it's a
like that.
puzzle, something that's more interactive,
Hmm.
Yeah.
more strategic, more like it's really coming down to the wire. Kind of like when they have to dunk themselves into the water tanks
Yeah.
and like look at the puzzle, answer key, and like put it all together, and whoever does like something like that, you know. But we don't get that. We get throwing stars.
I was laughing though because it kept going over and like glass was
Man.
breaking.
It was pretty funny. Everybody was definitely chuckling. Car was like, y'all might want to back up. I don't know what's gonna come out of my hand. Someone's gonna get hit. TJ's like, holy
Oh.
shit! Like someone was getting hit every time. I'm like, TJ. I think somebody asked, did you injure any animals while you were doing the throwing stars? Cam nor Laurel opts to take either of their places, which I kind of get because, again, it's a game of chance.
Yeah.
So I wish Laurel would have done it since she thinks it's like throwing darts. And then she
Oh,
could
I
have
know.
lost. Who
Whatever.
knows? That didn't happen. Neither of them said, yeah, we'll go down. They're like, we're fine. Okay. Right out the gate, Kara ends up hitting her own picture because you have to hit your opponent's picture 3 times to get them out. And if you hit your own picture, you're
Counts
getting a
against
point
you.
against you. So of course
Yeah.
she does that right away. And she keeps hitting the one where she's to stand on one fucking foot. Eventually it's 2-2 and Kara gets lucky because Rachel overthrows her shot and then Kara lands right on Rachel's picture. So Rachel's going home. So I'm sad to see. I love seeing Rachel as a competitor. So,
Yeah.
but it's okay. We're going to see her on season 40.
Yay.
I can't wait to see that. And now Kara has a second star because she gets Rachel's and she has to decide what woman she wants to give it to.
Yeah.
And at first she starts thinking about maybe I'd give it to Laurel and more people could target you because you're strong. But then she thinks, I don't want another Rachel versus Kara situation. And it turns into a Laurel versus Kara situation. So I'm going to make Jasmine a Stargate. And I'm going to say, you voted me in. Now you can have a star. And people will want yours before they want mine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was
Smart
very
move.
smart. I think it was strategic.
Yeah.
I think it was smarter than giving it to Laurel or Cam.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
She should have gave it to Nicole for shits and giggles.
They would have just said, oh, I'm just going to go after Kara. You know, like we already
Yeah.
voted her in once. They weren't going to try to do that to Cam or Laurel. So I think
Yep.
it was a good move.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yep. So, and then we see a couple clips for, I guess, what could be next week. More fucking
Ugh.
Laurel and Nicole.
I'm so
toxic.
over them. Ugh.
Did you see them like picking at each other's scalps? Like, oh,
Wow,
is
they're
it sunburn? Why are you looking at her hair?
They're so weird.
Get off her
and
fucking
gross.
scalp.
They gross me out. Like, ugh.
I mean, and everybody was like, dude, this relationship is so toxic in this house. Like, I think Veronica even says it in her confessional. Like, we are looking
She
at a
did.
seriously toxic relationship. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, y'all ain't even been there that long.
You
And they're all
never
like,
want to go back to your ex. They're your ex for your reason. Why are you
for
going
the
back
third
to that?
time. Third time. At least
Oh,
the third
Especially
time.
when it's one-sided that the ex keeps cheating on you and cheating on you and
Mhm.
cheating on you.
And every single person they're ever with or engaged to, because this bitch has been engaged 15 times at this point.
Right.
Lord.
More than Angelina from Jersey Shore. Which is appropriate because they're from the same island. So
That's true.
both
Are
from Staten
they?
Island. Yeah, they're both from Staten Island. I guess they just really like getting engaged out there. I don't know.
It's weird.
And we
I
also
can't.
see Kara confront Cam too.
Yes, the Kara
Yes.
and Cam showdown. Can't I can't
Very
wait
interesting.
for a few weeks
Should be
from now. I
interesting.
can't wait to see
Mhm.
how that goes down.
Karma
Yeah.
Maria.
Karma Maria comes into town. I'm
Yes,
real
stay tuned.
interested to see, how some of this is going to play out. But next week's probably a guys elimination, unless they do another double. They're going to probably be some
Guys
doubles
only.
coming up because it'll be episode 5 and I
Yeah.
think there's only 10 episodes.
Oh,
was
really?
Is it
And I
12?
think the end
12,
there's a
right?
purge, right?
I
Near the
believe.
end there's a purge, I think, too.
Yeah, I
I think it's 12 episodes total.
Oh, thank God, because it's been 10 the last few seasons.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
this
I
is
want more
12.
All-Stars, less of the main show, please.
For
And
sure. For sure.
Chop, chop.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I wish
me
they
more
would bring
episodes.
back like, the behind the scenes, the shit we didn't show, whatever, all that
Yes,
stuff.
me
I love
too. Or
those.
like
And
when they
like
do the after
reunions.
shows.
I want more reunions.
I wish they would do all-star reunions. It
Yeah.
pisses me off that they
Well-
fly 40 fucking people to Holland from
I
America
know.
for 4
Right?
days, but you can't get 20 people in the United States for a reunion. Bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did a reunion for All Stars 1. They did.
Did they?
I don't know why they stopped. Yeah, they did. All
Oh,
Stars
because
one?
Kellyanne wasn't there. That's right. Yeah,
Oh,
why
yeah.
they stopped that? That's stupid.
I
Maybe
don't
because
know.
production kept getting called out for all their shady shit as soon as the shit aired, so they didn't want to
Oh
bring
wow.
them back together and air them
Oh,
out even further.
oh. Let
We
me ask
need
y'all
it.
something.
We want it.
Sure.
Where do you guys see this franchise going? Do you see it going past 40 and maybe make it to 50, perhaps?
I
Who wants
personally
to
really
answer
thought
that?
40 was going to be the last because I was
So
like,
Yeah.
did
they're
I.
bringing everybody. But I've heard that it has been renewed for several seasons. So I don't I don't think it could make it to 50 if they keep with all the fucking
Mm,
spin-offs, like the
Yeah.
USAs, the world challenges, the this challenge, the this it's too much. And they don't have enough interesting people to keep me engaged for all of it
mm.
And they're ruining fucking All Stars.
already.
Yeah, they
Keep
are.
keep these people on the flagship. But I think
Yeah.
they know that All Stars is such a hit. They're like, oh, maybe if we put them on All Stars, like, you know. But no, it's not gonna work. We don't want to see these motherfuckers. We want to
It's
see
not the format
the
of All
OGs.
Stars that we love. It's the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're
Well, and
stupid.
Yeah.
and if the suspected list or whatever is the people are the people that they're going to put on there, I'm probably not going to watch it. I wasn't excited about a single person in that list.
No, there are people on there that
Yeah,
have only done 2 seasons and haven't even made it to a
right.
final. Like the fuck you doing on an All Stars?
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It's insane.
It's
Like
kind of like it's one of those things where like, you want it to go on because you're a fan, but the longer it goes on, the worse it gets. So do you want it to go out when they're on a high or somewhat of a high anyway, I mean, hopefully with 40 it'll be a high. Or do they just run it into the ground and run people? I feel like production hates their fans because they do everything we
But
don't want them to do. Casting and production, they hate the fans. But I truly believe
I,
that.
I feel like 40 will be the last on MTV, and I think they'll
Mm,
probably transition to CBS.
because I
So I
heard the
feel like,
USA is canceled.
is it?
the USA was canceled.
That's the
Oh,
rumor I read somewhere
Yeah, I think
that the
Gamer
reason
said
they're
that.
doing this is because All Stars or the Challenge USA isn't going to get renewed.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw Gamer said that. Like they're not interested in it anymore.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Because you have all CBS
interesting.
people, so it's not attractive to the MTV fans. And then when you put the
Right.
MTV people on there, you put the ones we're not interested in seeing.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't know what to tell you. And
I just
you
feel
know,
like stop casting the same people like Johnny,
they
Jordan,
are.
Josh, Anissa, Tori, Casey. Come
Uh-huh. And
on.
it's because the people who are in charge of casting are casting people that they like on a personal
If
level.
if they want to keep on the flagship show putting all these people on there that no one cares about, I'm actually fine with that as long as they don't touch All Stars. Don't put those people on All Stars. Leave All Stars in its amazing vibe, cast, everything about it is great. Little ball, don't change that. Like keep it there.
They're gonna
Yeah,
ruin it.
I
They're gonna
agree.
ruin
Because
it.
some of the old school, people that we still want a chance to see back, I don't want to come on here with these 24-year-old yuppies who only care about social media phones. It'd be like, fuck this. I got a life. I got a career. I got
Right.
a family. Like, this
Got
is not the
kids.
vibe that y'all sold to me,
I
Yeah.
that
like
you sold to
seeing
everyone else.
I like seeing things like Steve with his CPAP machine and
Yeah, it's funny.
all the yeah, all that kind of stuff. I love that.
Like real
Yeah.
life shit.
Yeah.
Real,
But it's like
yeah,
still
exactly.
entertaining, and
Yeah.
it's not forced.
Right.
It's just them. So, any other
The
thoughts
the
on this
the
episode?
bad side of that is I see all these people that some of them are close to my age and they're way more in shape than I could ever be. So it makes me feel bad about myself.
I think you would do just fine.
Overall, great. All the episodes of All Star 4 have been great.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, and 4 all been great. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, again, it's people that we haven't seen in a while.
Yep.
Cara, Ken, Laurel, Leroy. So yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. This
Well,
is a great cast for the season,
yeah,
minus
I mean,
Andy
like
Dick.
Ryan's there. I even like
Girl,
Avery. I like seeing her back,
the girls are
But
stacked this season. Like the
yeah.
girls
They
could beat the
are.
guys. Like legit.
hmm
They are. I mean, it's even like that on season 40. Like for those who have looked at the
Yeah.
cast spoilers, like
Mhm.
the women in most of the eras, like except for like era one, um, it was more stacked than the men.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes.
it didn't even matter because all the era one men are gone. And it's one woman standing. Though, there's more spoilers of season 40 if you don't want to hear it. They got rid of the teams, so now they're individual,
Right.
Yeah.
which I am a fan of.
Same.
Because I was like, how the hell is Rachel still in there as a one-woman team?
And that's
Now we know.
when Kara performs
Right.
her best individually. So
Mhm.
let's
Yeah.
hope.
Yep. Individually or with the partner if it's the right partner.
hmm
But yeah, so
Hope for
we're
another win
excited.
for her.
Fingers
Yes.
crossed.
Me too.
It's okay, Laurel's gone.
We're not supposed to tell spoilers.
Hey,
Oh,
I already gave we're gonna talk about a spoiler, so if
She
you
already
didn't
said
want to
spoiler
hear it,
alert, so
I said spoiler alert. It's not my fault they can't listen. Laurel's gone. I'm pretty excited.
question. Where do you guys rank Kara like in all time female
Okay,
challengers?
seriously, you're talking to 3 Kara stands.
Okay.
Where do you think
Okay.
we're gonna
Personally,
rank her?
she's my number one, but it's hard because one on one, I'm sorry, she can't beat Laurel physically. She can't. It's happened a couple of times, but I also
Mhm.
think that there are some things where Laurel wouldn't be able to beat Kara.
Right.
So
Huge Kara
she's
fan. Huge
yeah.
fan. Me personally, I gotta put Evelyn one.
Mm.
What she did. Two, gotta put Laurel. Sorry. And three, I got Kara. Just me personally.
See, I
Respectable.
wish Evelyn would come back. I know she said multiple times she wouldn't do it, but that'd be
Yeah.
awesome to see her back.
Evelyn's a lawyer, I believe,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
she's like a human
Yeah,
rights
so
lawyer,
she,
something along
Yeah.
those lines.
So I mean, I
yeah,
get
She's
it. I
busy
know why she's
fighting.
not coming back, but it'd be cool to see her back.
Yeah. It'd
Oh,
definitely be interesting. I mean, well, we have seen Evelyn and Cara on a season together, but it would be interesting for Cara Prime versus Evelyn Prime. And we're never going to see that.
Yeah.
'Cause Evelyn's
now,
prime in this
if
show back then,
if
but
Carr wins season 40, I will move her at number one.
I mean, because
Okay.
Legit.
technically, Cara's won 2 main seasons and Laurel's only won
She
1
did.
Right. And
She did.
Kara's
She
the
did.
first female to
Solo.
win
solo
over everybody.
winner.
Yes.
Yeah, solo winner. Thank you.
And then,
Huge.
people don't count it, but she won the champs versus pros with Darrell.
Yep.
She did.
But we
I
know
count
Laurel
it.
wins All
I
Stars
count it.
4. And
Yeah.
I don't discount All Stars wins because the finals are sometimes harder than what the main show does. So
Oh wait, Cara, this is her 14th elimination win.
it is
Mhm.
So
that we've seen.
that we see, but she is the leader in that
Yeah,
Yes.
elimination.
I think after this season or something else, I think she ties Wes for the most
Wes, yeah.
elimination wins.
Yep.
Wes
And she
is
definitely
15.
has the best record,
Yeah, yeah.
14 wins and what? 6
losses.
losses?
Pretty
That's pretty fucking good.
Amazing.
That's
People keep
really
throwing her
fucking
in.
good.
She keep coming
Yeah.
back.
And, even despite that, she makes it to the final more often than not. So, can't wait to see how season 40 plays out. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, Evian. We loved having you.
Absolutely.
Definitely will have you on any
Yeah.
future recaps if you'd like to join
Oh,
us.
absolutely. Thank you. I've been listening to y'all since Spies, Lies, and Allies. So
Aw,
Nice.
huge fan.
thank
Huge fan.
you.
I listened to the podcast. They were lame. They were biased. I said, come on. I got you guys. Saw it. Listen. I said, yeah. Subscribe.
Cute.
Well,
5 stars.
good.
We try to keep it real. We try to keep it fun. It's definitely not PG around here. Not when I'm
No,
around.
no. Oh,
I got a
absolutely.
potty mouth,
No,
but it's
no.
okay. But yeah, you're
No.
welcome to join us whenever. We'll definitely reach out
Absolutely.
to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Yeah.
Thanks for
everybody, for
having me.
listening. Of course, absolutely. Thanks for listening, guys. If you don't already follow us, our Facebook group is The Challenge Unbothered. On Instagram, we're also The Challenge Unbothered. On YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music, we are The Unbothered Podcast. And on Twitter is at UnbotheredPod1, but be
Yes.
warned. It gets a little crazy over there because Joe runs the Twitter account and he stands Cara more than anybody. And he's
And he will
vicious.
fight you.
And
He
will
He
will.
will fight you.
So don't hold it against us, okay?
Yes, it's not us.
He's just dedicated. That's all. He's passionate. More energy, more passion. That's all it is. So, all right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.